welcome back. So we are climbing out of the valley that the rest area along I-90 is in on the way to Cody. Cody's in about another 30 minutes. Or Cody, Buffalo, I mean. I don't know why I'm thinking Cody. Buffalo. And Sheridan, Wyoming in 1 hour. So when I was in Nebraska, I went through Cody, Nebraska, and it was way smaller than I remember or thought. I thought it was a bigger town. Unless there's two, or maybe I was always thinking of Cody, Wyoming, which is huge. I don't know. I saw how the U.S. government is giving $50 billion to build semiconductor plants in the U.S. It was really smart because of what's happening. Like, there's a shortage now, and supposedly it could last a year or two. But there's, like, we're not going to have any new cars to buy, and eventually it's going to affect electronics. And from what I heard, it's all because China bought them all when everyone else canceled their orders during COVID. And I don't understand why, I honestly don't understand why they just don't say, hey, you don't get all those anymore. But maybe that will happen, you know, yeah, I don't know. But I think Taiwan, or not Taiwan, South Korea might make most of the chips. But hopefully, once the plants here are up and running, that will change everything. And supposedly, they're looking at other critical items, you know, to make sure that doesn't happen in the future, like what happened with the semiconductors. I hope so. I hope people finally realize how important it is to make things here. You know, we gotta make our own stuff, otherwise we have these issues coming up. But enough of that. I just think it's interesting how it's affecting the auto industry, and it's gonna be hard to buy cars. I think it already is hard to get trucks. GoPro's picking that up. Yeah, that fire is in the foothills, it looks like. It's a lot of smoke. on the southern end of the mountain range where there's no snow. I want to say that might be one of the mountain passes you can go through where that fire is to avoid the really steep one on the north side. It looks like there's a gap there. Hopefully it's not human caused. Smoke in the sky though, going off to the south and east, it looks like. This was a fun trip. I wish the weather in Nebraska would have been better so we could have had more time outside instead of just, 3-4 hours in the evening. It would have been fun to cook outside and just sit and relax. Hopefully this fall we can make it back again. Late September this time. Yeah, the camera might be picking it up now, maybe. It's off to about 10 o'clock maybe. Might be 10:30, 11 o'clock. Not sure the camera goes out that wide. Carriers like that just look like a disaster on wheels. It just looks so top heavy and flimsy, and like, how does it go down the road like that without crashing? See the smoke now. might take a little nap. I have 2 gallons left. I can put at least one in for sure, and the last one I probably will put in when I get close to home. Yeah, I have a lot of yard work to do. It's been so wet. I need to start burning some stuff. I'm glad it's been wet because that extends the time I can burn brush. I have piles from last fall yet. Part's really pretty, I think, because you can see the mountains, like start to see the detail, and just like right in front, you know, this is really neat. It's still only 67 outside. Be good napping weather. Won't have to worry about being too hot. I mean, when I was in Nebraska, I think the first night it got down to 65. Otherwise, I haven't seen temperatures this low until last night for over like a week. It didn't take so long to get out of Washington. I kind of wish we lived more in the middle of the state. Like if we lived in North Bend area, it'd be a lot quicker. Wonder if we should have looked for a house in that area. Not sure. Not sure that the Olympics are my favorite anymore. I'd like to be closer to a variety of things, but nothing I can do about that now. We were really looking at the quickest way for my wife to get to Seattle for work, and it was because the fast ferry was starting, and it just started this year. I mean, she can get from our house to the Seattle waterfront 45 minutes, which most people can't even drive that fast to Seattle that live over there. And then it's like a 15-20 minute walk, or she could Uber, you know, if she really wants to. So basically an hour, door to door, a little over an hour. And again, you can't even drive most people in that time when rush hour is happening. So if you live in North Bend, getting downtown is not easy, you know, in rush hour. It would take more than an hour, I think. Maybe, I don't know. It seems like it would. Oh my gosh. Talking too much. I need to quit talking. I got just under 50 minutes to get or before my memory card runs out, and I have 43 minutes to get to Sheridan, so that'll work out perfect. Just need to find a rest area near there. Spearfish in the Black Hills and the Badlands, they're kind of like an oasis in the middle of nothing, because there's not much in eastern Wyoming here that I'm driving through, and once you go east from the Badlands, there's nothing in eastern South Dakota. You got the Corn Palace, there's some old west town. Oh, Wall Drug, but that's part of... Wall Drug is part of the Badlands. Yeah, eastern South Dakota is not very fun either. Rest areas we got. Rest area. So there's a Sheridan information in 38 minutes, 44 miles. We will go there and take a nice long break. like we're starting our turn toward the north, kind of. Back there said to get to Yellowstone from here, take Highway 16. It has the least amount of grade and is the safest. So that must be the southern highway I was talking about, where those fires are near. And it's not very steep, going up over the mountain passes. If you go to Sheridan, it's steep. And if you go up to Montana, yeah, I think it's steep. We're gonna find out, I think. So I think I want to do that Cook City highway. I think it's Cook City. It's the northeast entrance to Yellowstone. I've never done it before. Someone told me when I came through a week ago about it. I mean, I knew about it, but they said it's just, you feel like you're in the Alps, I think they said. The Swiss Alps. Like, I can't imagine that. So when we get to Sheridan, I need to figure out where in Montana I get on that highway. Pretty exciting. I did not expect to do it this trip. Because I thought when I went back I would be way north in Montana. Or way south in Utah. But Utah was like 105 this weekend. Or actually, from like Friday on, so there's no way I was gonna drive in that heat. And I decided yesterday I didn't want to drive through extreme northern Montana. A lot of it's through an Indian reservation, and I don't know if they're open yet because of COVID. I do want to do it sometime, but I want to do it when everything's open. You know, so I can go to the casinos, spend the night, the gas stations, markets will be open, and I don't know if they want tourists if they're still closed, driving through the reservations. So this worked out, basically taking the middle route, and then we'll go up to Glacier eventually. Basically spending more time in the middle of Montana, middle and western part, because of that. Looks like a fun town. There's a lot to do there, I think. Buffalo has a KOA. Creekside camping. Great Wi-Fi. No one has great Wi-Fi anymore. They limit what you can do with it. So it's crappy Wi-Fi. If you can't stream videos, what's the point? It's just Wi-Fi at that point. Great Wi-Fi, you can stream videos. That's what I want to tell them. Can you stream videos? Oh, it's not great then. Oh, I had turned the air off. It's getting really cold now that we're going north. salvage yard and, you know, scrap the cars, take the pieces off you can sell. And then when you get to the point where nothing is salvageable, just selling what's left as scrap metal. It would be fun. Alright, I got 40 minutes and I will be there in 38 minutes. I need to speed up. So, Buffalo, next 2 exits. We finally get to finish this video shortly. It says they have a National Historic District. I've never actually went into town to see what's there. We've only stopped here for diesel. Stopped here several times. Yeah, so there's a good chance we will stay in Billings tonight at the Cabela's. Well, here's the city of Buffalo, Wyoming. So I'm gonna end this video and thank you for watching.